This is NCRT class 7th history chapter 8. This is the last chapter. Okay. 18th century political formation. If you look at the map 1 and 2 closely, you will see something significant happening in the subcontinent during the first half of the 18th century. Notice how the boundaries of the Mughal Empire were reshaped by the emergence of a number of independent. Wait a second. ये देखो बंगाल मुर्शिदाबाद दिख रहा है, गुजरात के ऊपर देखो राजस्थान में देखो जोधपुर है, जयपुर है, ऊपर देखो लाहौर है, ये जो इंडस रिवर झेलम के नाम से जगह, फिर उस पर यमुना पे पानीपत, दिल्ली, आगरा, यहाँ पर तो ऊपर जो लाहौर वाला एरिया दिख रहा है वहाँ पे सिख हो गए, दिल्ली के आसपास एरिया देखा है, दिल्ली जयपुर के बीच में वो जाट हो गया, लखनऊ में अवध हो गया, मुर्शिदाबाद बंगाल हो गया, भोपाल के आसपास मालवा हो गया, दिस इज़ गुजरात, एंड दिस इज़ बड़ौदा, पूना ये मराठास हो गए पूरे, फिर आपके हैदराबाद हो गया. ओके. Now, by 1765, notice how another power, the British, had successfully grappled major chunks of the territory in eastern India. What these maps tell us is the political condition in the 18th century India changed quite dramatically and in the relatively short span of time. In this chapter, we will read about. Okay, एक मिनट. ये देख लो इंडस्ट्री वजह सिख लाहौर हो गया, ये दिल्ली आगरा ये पूरा राजपूत है, ये सिंध एरिया है, ये गुजरात बड़ौदा हो गया, नर्मदा रिवर के नीचे देखो यहाँ पे सूरत है, ये दीव एंड दमन बॉम्बे हो गया, मराठास हो गया पूना वाला एरिया में, फिर रोहिलखंड लखनऊ के आसपास वाला एरिया में, फिर बिहार पटना भी रिवर के आसपास है, मुर्शिदाबाद भी उसमें है, ढाका एंड कलकत्ता, ये नॉर्दर्न सरकार हो गया, हैदराबाद हो गया, मैसूर, आरकोट, उसके बाद फिर मेरे 18th सेंचुरी मतलब 1700 के आसपास बोले, पौंडीचेरी, फ्रेंच फोर्ट सेंट डेविड. ओके. In this chapter, we will read about the emergence of a new political group in the subcontinent during the first half of the 18th century, 1707, when Aurangzeb died, held battle of Panipat in 1761. The crisis of the empire and the later Mughals. In chapter 4, you saw how Mughal empire reached the height of its success and started facing a variety of crises during the closing year of the 17th century. These were caused by the number of factors. Emperor Aurangzeb had depleted the military and the financial resources of his empire, of his empire by fighting a long war than Deccan. Under his successor, the efficiency of the imperial administration broke down and became increasingly difficult for the later Mughal emperors to keep a check on their powerful mansabdar. Efficiency of people and imperial administration broke down, तो mansabdar पे check नहीं कर पाए थे. Nobles appointed as governor subadar often controlled the offices of the revenue and the military administration, diwani and फौजदारी as well. तो नोबल जो थे रेवेन्यू मतलब दीवानी, मिलिट्री मतलब फौजदारी एज वेल. This gave them extraordinary political, economic and the military power over vast region of the Mughal Empire. So as the governor consolidated their control over the provinces, the periodic remission of the revenue to the capital declined. Peasant Jamindar and the rebellion in many parts of the northern and the western India, they added to these problems. These revolts were sometimes caused by the pressures of the mounting taxes. At that other time, they were attempted by powerful chieftains to consolidate their own position. Mughal authority had been challenged by the rebellious group in the past as well, but these groups were now able to seize the economic resource of the region to consolidate their position. The Mughal Empire, after Aurangzeb, were unable to address the gradual shifting of political and economic authority into the hands of a provincial governor, local chieftain, and another group. Rich habits and the empty coffer. The following is a contemporary writer's account of the financial bankruptcy of the empire. The great lords are helpless and impoverished. Their peasants raise 2 crops a year, but their lords see nothing of either, and their agents on the spot are virtual prisoners in the peasant's hand, like a peasant kept in his creditor's house until he can pay his debt. So complete is the collapse of all order and administration that thought that the peasant reaps a harvest of gold. His lord does not see much as a wisp of straw. How then can the lord keep the armed force he should? How can he pay the soldiers who should go before him when he goes out, or the horsemen who should ride behind him? In the midst of this economic and the political crisis, the ruler of Iran, Nadir Shah, plundered the city of Delhi in 1739 and took away immense amount of wealth. This invasion was followed by a series of plundering raids by the Afghani ruler Ahmad Shah Abdali, who invaded North India 5 times between 1748 to 1761. Nadir Shah attacked Delhi. The devastation of Delhi after Nadir Shah's invasion was described by contemporary observers. 60 lakh of rupees and some thousand gold coin, nearly 1 crore worth of gold ware, nearly 50 crores worth of jewel, most of them unrivaled in the world, and above included the peacock throne. Another account describes the invasion impact upon Delhi. Those who had been the masters were now in dire strait, and those who had been revered couldn't even get water to quench their thirst. These recluses were pulled out of their corners. Their wealthy were turned into beggars. Those who once set the style in clothes now went naked, and those who owned the property were now homeless. The new city Shah Jahanabad was turned into rubble. Nadir Shah then attacked the old quarters of the city and destroyed the whole world that existed there. 1779 Portrait of Nadir Shah. Already under severe pressures from all sides, the empire was further weakened by the competition among the different groups of the noble. They were divided into two major groups of factions, the Irani and the Durrani. For a long time, the later Mughal emperors were puppets in the hand of either one or the other of these two powerful groups. The worst possible humiliation came when two Mughal emperors, Farooq Shah 1736-1719 and Alamgir II 1754-79, they were assassinated. दो मुगल एम्पर का नाम था जिनको असैसिनेट कर दिया गया था, आलमगीर टू एंड फारूक सिया, एंड टू अदर अहमद शाह 1748 से 1754 and Shah Alam II 1748 से 54 and Shah Alam II, they were blinded by their noble. Oh my god. Shah Alam II 1759 से 1816. Shah Alam II, blinded by the noble. With the decline in the authority of the Mughal emperor, the governors of the large provinces, Subhadars and the great Zamindars, Mughal provinces, the governor of the large provinces, Governor Subedar and the great Zamindar, they consolidated the authority in different parts of the subcontinent, such as Awadh, Bengal and Hyderabad. Many Rajput kings, particularly those belonging to the Amber and Jodhpur, have served under the Mughals with distinction. In exchange, they were permitted to enjoy considerable autonomy in their Watan Jagirs. In the 18th century, the Sultanate attempted to extend their control over adjoining region. Ajit Singh, who was the ruler of Jodhpur, was also involved in the factional politics in the Mughal court. Many Rajput rulers had accepted the suzerainty of the Mughals, but Mewar was the only Rajput state which defied Mughal authority. Mewar. Rana Pratap ascended the throne at Mewar in 1572 with the Udaipur and large part of Mewar under his control. A series of envoys was sent to the Rana to persuade him to accept the Mughal suzerainty, but he stood his ground. Ajit Singh, Jodhpur. These influential Rajput families claimed the Subedari of the rich provinces of the Gujarat and the Malwa. Raja Ajit Singh of Jodhpur held the governorship of Gujarat, and Savai Raja Jai Singh of Amber was the governor of Malwa. Ajit Singh of Jodhpur, Gujarat, Raja Jai Singh of Amber was the governor of Malwa. These offices were renewed by the Emperor Jahandar Shah in 1713. They also tried to extend their territories by seizing the portion of the imperial territories neighbouring their Watan. Nagaur was conquered and annexed to the house of Jodhpur, Nagaur, while Amber seized large portion of Bundi. Savai Raja Jai Singh founded his new capital at Jaipur and was given the Subedari of Agra in 1722. Maratha campaigns into Rajasthan from the 1740 put severe pressure on these principalities and checked their further expansion. तो ये चीज़ें पढ़ने ना, नगौर जोधपुर में आ गया था, वाइल अम्बेर सीज लास्ट पोर्शन ऑफ बूंदी. सभी राजा सिंह को न्यू कैपिटल उन्होंने अपना जयपुर कर दिया था, और उन्होंने सूबेदारी भी जीत ली थी आगरा की इन 1722. Many Rajput chieftains built a number of forts on hilltops, which became the center of power with extensive fortifications. These majestic structures housed urban centers, palaces, temple, trading center, water harvesting structure and other buildings. The Chittorgarh fort contained many water bodies varying from talab, pond to kundis, wells and baulis. Kundis matlab well and baulis means stepwell. This is Jantar Mantar in Jaipur. A description of Raja Jai Singh in a Persian account of 1732. Raja Jai Singh was at the height of his power. He was the governor of Agra for 12 years and that of Malwa for 5 to 6 years. He possessed a large army, artillery and great wealth. His sway extended from Delhi to the banks of the Narmada. Raja Jai Singh was at the height of his power. He was the governor of Agra for 12 years and of Malwa for 5 to 6 years. He was the governor of Agra, Raja Jai Singh, 12 years and Malwa for 5 to 6 years. He possessed large army, artillery, great wealth. His sway extended from Delhi to the banks of the Narmada. Savai Jai Singh of ruler of Amber constructed 5 astronomical observatories, one each. उन्होंने दिल्ली, जयपुर, उज्जैन, Mathura, Varanasi, commonly known as Jantar Mantar. These observatories have various instruments to suddenly study heavenly bodies. महेंद्रगढ़ फोर्ट भी आपका ये दिख रहा है, महेंद्रगढ़ फोर्ट ये जोधपुर में है. Seizing independence, the Sikh, the organization of the Sikh into a political community during the 17th century helped in regional state building in the Punjab. Several battles were fought by Guru Gobind Singh against the Rajput and the Mughal ruler both before and after the institution of the Khalsa in 1699. Several battles were fought by Guru Gobind Singh against the Rajput and the Mughal rulers both before and after the institution of the Khalsa. After his death in 1708, the Khalsa rose in revolt against the Mughal authority under Banda Bahadur's leadership. Several battles were fought by Guru Gobind Singh against the Rajput and the Mughal rulers both before and after the institution of Khalsa in 1699. After his death in 1708, the Khalsa rose in revolt against the Mughal authority under Banda Bahadur's leadership, declared their sovereign rule by striking coins in the name of Guru Nanak and Guru Gobind Singh and establishing their own administration between the Satluj and the Jamuna. Banda Bahadur was captured finally in 1715 and executed in 1716. This is a sword of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. There are a number of able leaders in the 18th century. The Sikhs organized themselves into a number of bands called Jathas, and later on mostly their combined forces were known as the Grand Army Dal Khalsa. The entire body used to meet at Amritsar at the time of Baisakhi and Diwali to take collective decisions known as the resolution of the Guru Gurmata. A system called Rakhi was introduced, offering protection to cultivators on the payment of a tax of 20% of the produce. Guru Gobind Singh had inspired the Khalsa with a belief that their destiny was to rule. Raj Karega Khalsa, their well-knit organization, enabled them to put up the successful resistance to the Mughal governor first and then to the MS Abdali, who had seized the rich provinces of the Punjab and the Sarkar of Sirhind from the Mughals. The Khalsa declared their sovereign rule by stacking their own coin again in 1765. Secondly, this coin bore the same inscription as the one order issued by the Khalsa at the time of the Banda Bahadur. Toward the end of the 17th century, powerful states started emerging. 17 in the Near Shivaji was finally led to the establishment of the Maratha state. Shivaji was born to Shahji and Jijabai at Shivneri in 1630 under the guidance of his mother and his guardian Dada Kondadev. Shivaji embarked on a career of conquest at a young age. The occupation of Javli made him the undisputed leader of the Mawla highland, which paved the way for further expansion. Occupation of Javli. His exploit against the forces of Bijapur and the Mughals made him the legendary figure. He often resorted to guerrilla warfare against his opponent by introducing an efficient administrative system supported by the revenue collection method. Administration भी बहुत efficient था, revenue collection method भी बहुत बढ़िया था. Based on the Chauth and Desmukhi, he laid the foundation of a strong Maratha state. The Maratha kingdom was another powerful regional kingdom to rise out of the sustained opposition to Mughal rule. Shivaji 1627 to 1680 carved out a stable kingdom with the support of powerful warrior families. Desmukh किसका सपोर्ट था इनको? देशमुख का. ग्रुप ऑफ हाईली मोबाइल peasant pastoralists conveys provided the backbone of the Maratha army. Shivaji used these forces to challenge the Mughals in the peninsula. After Shivaji's death, effective power in the Maratha state was wielded by a family of Chitpavan Brahman who served as Shivaji's successor as Peshwa or principal Chitpavan Brahman. Pune became the capital of the Maratha kingdom. Under the Peshwa, the Marathas developed a very successful military organization. Their success lay in bypassing the fortified areas of the Mughal by raiding cities and by engaging Mughal armies in areas where the supply lines and reinforcement could be easily disturbed. Bajirao I, also known as Bajirao Ballal, was the son of the Peshwa Balaji Vishwanath. He was a great Maratha general who is credited to have expanded the Maratha kingdom beyond the Vindhyas and is known for his military campaign against the Malwa, Bundelkhand, Gujarat and the Portuguese. Under the Peshwa, the Marathas developed a very successful military organization. They succeeded in bypassing the fortified areas of the Mughal by raiding the cities and engaging Mughal armies in areas where the supply lines and the reinforcement could be easily disturbed. Between 1720 and 1761, the Maratha Empire expanded. It gradually chipped away at the authority of the Mughal Empire. Malwa and Gujarat was seized from the Mughals by the 1720. By 1730, the Maratha king was recognized as the overlord of the entire Deccan Peninsula. He possessed the right to levy Chauth and Sardeshmukhi in the entire region. After raiding Delhi in 1737, the frontiers of the Maratha domination expanded rapidly into Rajasthan, Punjab in the north, into Bengal and Odisha in the east, into Karnataka and Tamil and Telugu in the south. These were not formally included in the Maratha Empire, but they were made to pay tribute as a way of accepting Maratha sovereignty. Expansion brought enormous resources, but it came at a price. These military campaigns also made other rulers hostile toward the Marathas. As a result, they were not inclined to support the Marathas during the Third Battle of Panipat at 1761. Chauth is at 25% of the land revenue claimed by the Jamindars in the Deccan. This was collected by the Marathas. Sadeshmukhi was 9 to 10% of the land revenue paid to the head revenue collector in the Deccan. To Chauth 25%, Sardeshmukhi 9 से 10% of the land revenue paid to the head revenue collector in the Deccan. So, alongside endless military campaign, the Marathas developed an effective administrative system as well. Once conquest had been completed and Maratha rule was secured, revenue demands were gradually introduced, taking local conditions into account. Agriculture was encouraged and the trade revived. This allowed the Maratha chief Sardars like the Sindhia of Gwalior, Gaikwad or Baroda, GV Singh, मतलब Gaikwad और बड़ौदा, SG, GS मतलब ग्वालियर में सिंधियाज थे, and BN, mostly of Nagpur, the resources to raise a powerful army. The Maratha campaigns into Malwa in 20s did not challenge the growth and the prosperity of the cities in the region. Ujjain expanded under the Sindhyas. Ujjain expanded under the Sindhyas patronage. Sindhya कहाँ के थे? GS. Sindhyas of Gwalior patronage and Ujjain Sindhya of Gwalior and Indore under the Holkars. By all accounts, these cities were large and prosperous and functioned as important commercial and the cultural center. New trade route emerged within the areas controlled by the Marathas. New trade route. The silk produced in the Chanderi region now found a new outlet in Pune. Chanderi region में silk जो मिलता था outlet in Pune. Maratha capital. Burhanpur, which had earlier participated in a trade between the Agra and the Surat. Now expanded his hinterland to include the Pune and Nagpur in the south, Lucknow and Allahabad in the east. Burhanpur. Okay. पूना नागपुर आगरा एंड सूरत, अभी पूना आ गया, नागपुर हो गया, उधर इलाहाबाद ईस्ट, इलाहाबाद और लखनऊ हो गया. द जाट लाइक द अदर स्टेट, द जाट consolidated their power during the late 17th and 18th century under the leader Churaman. They acquired control over the territory situated to the west of the city of Delhi, and by 1618 they had begun dominating the region between the two imperial cities of the Delhi and Agra. For a while they became the virtual custodian of the city of Agra. The power of the Jat reached its zenith under the Surajmal. Churaman to सुनाई था, दूसरा सूरजमल, who controlled the Jat state at Bharatpur in present-day Rajasthan during 1753-1763. The areas under the vertical control of Surajmal broadly included the part of the modern-day eastern Rajasthan, southern Haryana, western Uttar Pradesh and Delhi. Surajmal built a number of forts and the palaces, and the famous Lohagarh Fort in Bharatpur is regarded as one of the strongest fort built in this region. अब ये बता, मैं पूछूं कि लोहागढ़ फोर्ट कहाँ पर भरतपुर रीजन में किसने बनाया था? सूरजमल में. Okay. The Jats were very prosperous agriculturists, and towns like the Panipat and Ballabgarh became important trading centers in the area dominated by them. Under Surajmal, the kingdom of Bharatpur emerged as a very strong state. When Nadir Shah sacked Delhi in 1739, many of the cities notable took refuge. They took refuge there. His son Jawahar Shah, सूरजमल का बेटे का नाम क्या था? जवाहर शाह. Had 30,000 troops of his own and hired another 20,000 Marathas and 15,000 troops to fight the Mughals. While the Bharatpur fort was built in a fairly traditional style, at Dig the Jats built an elaborate garden palace combining styles seen at Amber and Agra. Its buildings were modeled on architectural form first associated with royalty under Shah Jahan. 18th century palace complex at Dig, notably the Bangla Dome on the Assembly Hall on the roof of the building. Dig. Okay. Thank you.